bunch of us friends knew a guy who had the absolute smoking hottest wife. She was one of the most beautiful women we've all have ever seen. Stunning. And that is not a subjective issue. In the world's eyes, she would be considered beautiful. And I remember sitting around talking to this person, a bunch of us guys, and we're saying, what's it like being married to so-and-so? And he knew what we were getting at, and his answer was, when she and I are in a fight, the last thing I'm thinking about is how beautiful she is. Rise and shine, my mothers and my brothers. Good morning. How are you? Another great day. Cloudy. The sun is up, though. But it's on the other side of the clouds. It's kind of like life, right? It might seem gloomy and dark and gray, but you know what? The sun is shining. Don't think the sun isn't there just because it's a cloudy day. Single people. You enter a room filled with people. You're attracted to 2 or 3 people. You gravitate towards them. The reality is, because you value the wrong things, because you overvalue the wrong things, you literally forfeit and overlook a person who might be great for you. Think about this. Overvaluing and overlooking go hand in hand. You probably didn't realize that before. Remember when I said to vet people, number 1, on their ability, their desire, and propensity to build. That's how you choose people. That's how you weed through people. Men typically overvalue beauty. Women typically overvalue wealth. Here's the second thing to vet for. Number 1 is the desire, ability, and propensity to want to build. Number 2, do they make you a better person? Are you a better person when you are in their presence? Do they bring the best out of you? One of the things that I've dealt with when I've worked with people who are ending their marriage, doing what I call an unconscious coupling, is that they say, he or she brings the worst out of me. Isn't that the truth? Have you ever dated or been with somebody, in a relationship with somebody, where they just bring the worst out of you? Are you with somebody where you curse more, and then you were with maybe someone else, and you're more conscious of the words that come out of your mouth? I find that when I'm with people who curse less, I curse less. Do they make you a better person? Do they bring the best out of you? Not do they make you feel good. Feelings change. Gray day today. A lot of people would say, wow, this is a shitty day because of the clouds. Well, remember what I said, above those clouds, it's a sunny day. What makes things a shitty day? Just clouds? Clouds are temporary. So are feelings. Feelings change. They make me feel good. I like how I feel when I'm around them. Okay, that's going to change. I'm 100% sure of that. 100%. So what are the things that are reliable? Feelings aren't reliable. Emotions aren't reliable. You heard me say a few years ago, emotions are your enemy. Or they can be your enemy. But also being a stone-cold prick, having that attitude can be your enemy as well. Many people who say that they're stable stoics are nothing but stone-cold, heartless pricks. Emotions can be a gift, but don't rate them too highly. Don't overvalue them in a relationship. And the feeling of love, that's like the weather, that's going to change too. You're not always going to feel in love with your spouse, your life mate, You're not always going to feel in love. That's a fact. The only thing that keeps you in there is your commitment, period. That's why I say there's joy in commitment, not joy in love. There's joy in commitment. So you overlook the man or woman that could be really good for you because they're too short, too fat, slightly unattractive, and you went for something superficial. How many of you, raise your hand if you ever were with someone who was visually beautiful or handsome, but yet made you feel like crap, brought the worst out of you. But they were good looking, because that's all that matters, is that they're an 8, 9, or 10, right? Is somebody kind to you? Do they bring the best out of you? You can grow in love with someone like that. The whole concept of sex being the glue is absolutely false. Do not subscribe to that theory. Romance is the glue. You overvalued certain qualities, and then you overlooked someone who could be great for you. And how do you know that? You got to spend time with people. Love isn't something that happens like that. You can actually grow in love with somebody. You might have a dead personality or not be the most exciting person in the world. And that's okay. Not everyone has to be an entertainer. But one of the things that I've heard about people who meet the love of their life or have a great marriage or great relationship, and many times cheaters will tell you this, when they talk about their Mr. or mistress, they'll say, they make me feel alive. Well, in relationship to your dead marriage or dead relationship, the bar is set pretty low. It doesn't take a heck of a lot to make you feel alive if you're in a dead marriage, and that marriage bed is long dead. I'm not one for rescuing marriages. I think maybe a couple attempts are appropriate. I would rather save the man than save the marriage. Trying to make somebody love you, that's a really hard debt to collect. Boy, that's a tough one. The takeaway from today's lesson is this, is that you overvalue the wrong things, and I'm not saying negate them, but you overvalue them, and you overlook the right things. Overvaluing, overlooking. For those that are in a marriage or relationship that you think is failing, are you overlooking and overvaluing in your marriage or relationship? There's something to think about.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far as the echo, where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars. Here in the shadows, I know you're scared. Take my hand, together we'll make a stand. We've got to fight to find a way. Dare to fall to find the words to say. No more hate. Just admit that you're just afraid. Time to let go of all your fears and pride. Stand up beside me, don't you hide. We can build a better place. If we can just find a way, then we can live a better day. Rise from the ashes, from the anger, from the war. Let's come together, lift your spirit for the cause. We should be equal, should be living free. All together, one and all, let's build a dream.